Hey guys, welcome back to ArtosisCasts. We are continuing forward with the best of 7 between Royal and Soma. Right now, Royal does win, lead 1-0. I think that first game, it was good. It was kind of like an abrupt ending. Normally, there's a little bit better defense against that 4 dropship play. That 4 dropship play about a year and a half ago to a year ago was just everywhere in TVZ. So Zerg's got really good at dealing with it. It does not work that often nowadays, but it'll still pick up a win like that every now and then. I think Speed had a game like that in ASL, if I'm recalling correctly, where he just like pulled a win out of absolutely nowhere when I thought he was dead. But yeah, like it's still a decent thing to mix in, to try out. Sometimes when you have a really, really great economy, it can make sense to just risk that 40 supply for a game victory where it's like, the actual supply number for Terran against a Defiler-based Zerg isn't as important as the pressure you're putting on. Against Ultras, it's quite important if it's like a crazy Zerg style. But Defilers basically negate all those mineral-based units. Like, you could be 200-200, or you could be 120-120. Either way, the 75 supply Zerg with Defiler isn't going to lose to your Marines, right? So it's like, okay, well, we can load 40 supply up that's mostly mineral-based and try to go for, a quick victory or maybe at least some damage there. So not a bad choice there by Royal. Like to see it. Now, we're here in Radion, sorry. Just totally forgot to change the map name. Dradion. It's a new type of Eevee evolution, Dradion. Okay. Anyways, Radion it is. Obviously still a great map, and that is a very interesting command center. So this is command center first, and he's made it inside his main base way up here. Gonna start the barracks. So the barracks is starting a little bit late. That started at like 210. So normally a barracks, like if you go barracks expansion type opener with 11 barracks, it's like 1 minute, 24 seconds or so, or, it could be just slightly earlier, but it's right around there. So, he's starting it about, 40 seconds late, 45 seconds late, something like that. So could be a problem against the Overpool. The Overpool is coming up. Yeah, that's going to be a little bit difficult. Because the Overlord already saw... Or, no, it didn't. He didn't go far enough. The Lings are all going in the wrong direction. Oh, that's brutal. That is brutal. That could have been, like, potentially a game victory there. Well, that can happen when he did a risk, but he pulled it back. Like, this is less good than if it's here. But in this particular case, he went from something that could have been a free win from Soma into... I would say that this is now Royal advantaged, because you went Overpool, you made 6 Lings, and they did literally nothing. So that's pretty damn good for Terran when he's going command center first. So the 2 racks are going to be both finished shortly here. He sees the Lings coming up, so he's going to pull these back and... Well, it does turn to fight because only 2 are coming up, but there are more on the way, so he does have to be a little bit careful about that. Okay, starts to turn around, gets his SCVs blocking a little bit in front. Very important to keep good micro here. Couple more Lings coming up. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be that much damage found. Good micro. Okay, loses 1, but that's okay. 4 Lings remain at high health, so they are going to try to dive in and maybe pick off a few Marines here. Good trade if they can get them, and in fact, it looks like they will do reasonably well with that. Zergling speed is on the way, as well as a lot more Zerglings, but Royal's SCV is going to see this. This is a little bit annoying. He starts that bunker up, trying to chase down these 2 Lings. If Soma pulls this out by just rallying Lings, I'm going to be a bit surprised. Because, like, when he missed where Royal was, when Royal went command center first into 2 racks, you'd think that already we're getting close to the point of no return as far as pro play goes. Okay, more Speedlings coming up, but he's going to block with his SCVs. Looks like 1 Marine left over. Okay, he does deal with that as well. The Marines are doing a pretty good job. He's blocking with the SCVs really, really well. Really, really well. Like, it's sloppy. There are some deaths going down. This is difficult to do. But don't let those in. Don't let those in. Oh, that is a little bit of a pain. He needs to keep some on the ramp. He can't let anything else up into the main base. That's the main thing. And don't forget, a lot of larvae have been spent on lings instead of drones. So Soma's economy is very, very weak right now. Continues to try to drive in, or run in, rather. These are not vultures. He's trying to run in, but not really able to get there. His economy is super, super weak, but the eBay is actually not done, and the 5 mutas are already on the way, so that's pretty bad. No stim yet? You can't really threaten a counterattack? He doesn't have scanners to check where he's at? Soma might have actually made this work. There's still potential here for Royal, though, because he's in such a better position. It's just that he doesn't have his anti-air ready. See, he's starting a turret now, and the mutas are already on the way. So he's starting mass turrets. You know, he's got medics and a few marines. I think he'll be okay. Like, he'll lose some SCVs here for sure. Or he definitely should. He should lose some SCVs. Okay, there goes 1, 2. Picking off what he can. The 5 gonna dive elsewhere. Actually comes in with lings as well. Goes after some of these marines. Not a bad idea. Gonna take out that missile turret, but he's so low on those mutas right now that this is difficult. But if you get on top of the barracks, that is one of the clearest ways to win against Terran. You get on top of production facilities. Terran units, when they pop out, like Terran units lose one-on-one to like everything. To like everything, guys. Like a zealot or a goon kills anything that Terran has. A handful of lings, a handful of mutas. Like, you just, one unit popping out at a time does so poorly, but he's got so little here as well. A few more mutas on the way, trying to pick off what he can. Yeah, I mean, he's still gonna kill these off. He's still dealing damage. Royal knows not to leave the game right now. This is very, very dirty. A lot of things are going wrong, but again, you know, the drone count has been low. He's refilled a little bit. We're up to 19 drones, a few more on the way, more mutas coming in. I feel like from here, you want to just get a few drones up while you're like kind of pretending you're still doing this, and then build up your Mutalisk count perhaps. New hatchery down in the bottom left natural. Nothing in this bunker. Could see some lings sent in because of that. But yeah, it looks like right now he just wants to focus on producing drones as well as Mutalisks. +1 is on the way. I actually didn't see if he got range or not. I feel like he didn't. The economy is so wrecked right now. We'll see, because if he didn't get it, you'll start really, really soon. Like, we're almost at... There we go. We're over 150 gas. Well, we'll see. More mutas rallying over. This new hatchery is ready. Right now, 24 drones against 24 SCVs. So obviously that is not a good position for Royal to be in. And if he doesn't have range yet, the odds of him being able to put on pressure is pretty low. I feel like Soma has done a very, very good job here. He went from this position that was just terrible. And this actually shows what I was talking about in Game 1 and in general Soma recently, when I'm trying to discuss like why and how Soma and Sulky are different. Like I said, you know, Soma is a little bit more control based, and not that Sulky doesn't have that top tier control. He absolutely does. In fact, he has one of the best controls, but like it's a more decisive style from Soma, so the control in some ways matters a little bit more. Not that it doesn't matter with a more laid back macro, like that. It's just, it's like a different thing, right? It's like you're trying to stall them out with that, whereas with this, you're trying to get the damage in. But he really kind of jumped on every weakness that he could find and has gotten himself into a position here where he's actually up in workers. He's got the additional base. Royal's kind of stuck in his base right now. He just doesn't have much going on. Like, this is a super late factory. He's only got 2 Raxes, so he can't really leave. He's losing SCVs left and right. Lurker upgrade on the way. I'm not even sure what you're supposed to do here. Like, you have to build SCVs nonstop. You have to build Marines as you can, but like scaling up is very tough. And Soma got just enough economy in there that this isn't all in anymore. Before it felt all in, and Royal might actually be looking at this and thinking that he's still all in by the amount of lings that were made early on. It's like, okay, well, when did he recover his drone count? And if so, when? Because it felt like there was constant pressure on. But he did recover it. It was when the mutas were on top of the barracks, which is an interesting choice, because I think Most Zergs in the world there just keep making mutas. Whereas he was like, where, you know, if you do end up getting 5-6 mutas on top of the fact that, yeah, and he GG's. Okay, so I need to go back and talk about that for a minute, because when he was on top of the Raxes, like I said, that is one of the most straightforward ways to victory, okay? And while he was doing this, he was droning up. So, like, he's going for something that looks like a victory. A lot of Zergs in this position will just rally nonstop Ling Muta to try to stay here. Because if you can eliminate production out of these two buildings, there's nothing else. There's nothing else. Like, you will end up winning that game. And Soma actually took a more difficult route, but maybe in theory better, because if you try this and it doesn't work, you'll die. So he tried it, kind of, but he didn't go all in with it, right? Like, he added some mutas, but he's kind of working up his drone count. He's saving up some money here. Instead of making lings, he goes for the third hatchery. It's a different quality than a lot of super aggro Zergs. So he's very decisive, but like he utilized this kind of like almost tempo that was going on. That was great targeting, by the way. He targeted the very hurt Muta there. To be able to knock Royal out by building that economy up a little bit more. He didn't all in on top of these. And he still got good damage. That was a very interesting game. So with that one, it is now tied up 1-1. It looks like we're going to have a great series here. Guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you tune in to the third game.